Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, and as you can see today I'm going to be talking about Corgi. Specifically looking through this Corgi catalogue, but I'll tell you a bit about Corgi. I've got a few Corgi items, and you know about the ongoing series of the Buck Rogers Starfighter. Baby Wampa, you shouldn't be there. Go over there, stand there, watch. So what I've got here is a boxed little truck van thing. It's something I found in a charity shop. It has been opened, but it's just nice to have a boxed item. Always nice to have a boxed item. So that's just one of the items. A couple of things I picked up on the market are the Corgi Juniors, which is the smaller version of the larger cars that they did, and the Batmobile, DC Comics Batmobile, and the James Bond car. It's amazing how much Corgi you actually own if you didn't, if you don't even think about it. I've got a lot of Matchbox now, but Corgi I've got quite a bit of. Corgi did all the licensed stuff, and we'll look through this catalogue. Corgi Toys is the name of a range of diecast vehicles produced by Metoy Playcraft Limited in the United Kingdom. So first off, we've got Dan Dare. That was never ever produced. I've never seen that. That obviously will be somewhere in prototype form, but I never saw that. I can remember Eagle comic coming out around this time, re-releasing. I think it was from the 50s. It was a comic from, and then they re-released it in the early 80s, and this was obviously a part of that. I don't know if there was a cartoon or a cartoon series, or they're going to be a movie or something like that, but that never actually got produced. So the Metal Toy Company was founded in 1933 by German Philip Ullmann in Northampton, England, who was later joined by South African-born German Arthur Katz, who was previously worked for Ullmann at his toy company Tip & Co. of Nuremberg. After dabbling for some years in the model car market, they decided to produce a range of diecast toy vehicles as competitions to Meccano's Dinky Toys model vehicles, which had dominated the English market for many years. Corgi Toys was introduced in the UK in July 1956 and were manufactured in Swansea, Wales for 27 years before the company went into liquidation. Management buyout reformed the company as Corgi Toys Limited in March 1984, and in 1989 the management sold the Corgi brand to Mattel, and the factory was retained under the name Microlink Industries. And in 1995, Corgi regained its independence as a new company, Corgi Classic Limited, and moved to a new premises in Leicester. So you can see, I can remember having that Hulk vehicle. I had that one. I didn't have any Spider-Man stuff. I wasn't really big into Spider-Man. I know they did a Batmobile version, a Batman version of that cycle. It might be in this magazine anyway. And these, as you can see, are the licensed vehicles. They did all the James Bond cars. The Aston Martin was the biggest selling diecast car, especially for Corgi anyway. The Lotus I remember having. I love that. I would love to have that set there. But yeah, I had a few Aston Martins. I did collect the James Bond Corgi cars, and I did have every single one that came out. And the Lotus was one of my favourites. I can remember actually going to see The Spy Who Loved Me with the car and smashing it against the wall to try and get the submarine bit back into it when I was waiting for an ice cream, I think it was, and it broke. It's funny what you can remember, isn't it? It's really weird. So you got Kojak. I had all these cars. I didn't have the Vegas. That's the only one I didn't have, the Vegas one. I don't think I had a big professionals one. I had the small professionals one. I'm not sure if I had the big one. But I had the Starsky Nuts, Kojak, Saint. obviously the Buck Rogers I had, and that is the Buck Rogers I'm looking for in the Tweaky. I'm after those. If anybody can find me those, please, for this box, that would be perfect. There you go. There's the Batman. That is probably my favourite car of all time. It's a Corgi car anyway. I had 2 or 3 of those. I had the Batboat, I had the Batcopter, and I had the Batcycle. I loved the Batman. I loved it. I used to watch it every Saturday morning with my dad. 10 o'clock every Saturday morning. Highlight of my week when I was a kid. And to have one of these again would be brilliant. Try and get one of these copters now. It's mint and complete is nearly impossible because these plastic rotors always break and your little hook is always missing. Nearly always missing anyway. So onto Superman. I had the smaller version of the, whatever they call it. Is it Supermobile? Why would he have a Supermobile when he's Superman? Anyway, I think I had the police car as well. Really cool stuff. Muppet Show. I was a big Muppet Show fan, but I didn't have any of these. And the circus set, that's excellent. I would have loved that as a kid. I did have the cannon, firing cannon. These I remember very well. I think one of my friends had one. He had a clicker unit. It went backwards and forwards. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So these are the box standard cars. Obviously they did the licensed stuff, but they did the box standard cars as well. Mini Metro, a Rover, wow. Just really box standard cars. Peugeots, wow. I had that. I remember having that. It's amazing what you forgot that what you had. Another Capri, a repaint of the Professionals one. I think I had that. The stock car. I did have that. I remember having the Rover. Triplex Rover. Yeah, I had the Machi Rancho. I remember having the Caravan too. I had a lot of cars. One of my big things were cars when I was a kid. Police cars, different countries, fire engines. I would love one of these fire engines. Again, the Machi Rancho. You never hear of that car anymore. So the range was exported worldwide, sold in large numbers. Some of the best known and most popular cars were the cars made by made famous in film and television, such as Batmobile, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, James Bond, Aston Martin DB5, which remains the largest selling toy ever produced, as I said. Although the largest single vehicle type featured in the Corgi Toys range was a model of cars that were manufactured around the world. So I just wanted to show you this catalogue to show you the different vehicles that was around the world. So yeah, we go on to the little mini cars now. The Corgi Juniors are called. Obviously there's a Batmobile. There's a Batmobile. Not mint, obviously. Batcops, I loved that little Batcop. There's a little Supermobile that I did have, and the little police car. Supervan. I mean, they did all the Marvel stuff and DC stuff, all the superheroes. And it's a Joker-mobile and Penguin-mobile there. Pretty cool. Again, that was the small version of that one, large one we saw earlier, which was never released. Again, some more James Bond cars. Again, there you go, that's that one. And the good thing about the Corgi Juniors is that there were a lot of working features on them, especially the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin still had the ejector seat with the little guy in at that scale, and opening doors, and the space shuttle. Obviously the Corgi Juniors Lotus didn't have the retractable submarine, but the the small version of the Starfighter, the wings still did retract. I don't know why it never happened. I never did in the show, but they did on these. That is there. You've got your Blake 7 Liberator, which is the Blake 7 one, but then it says the Starship Liberator there, which is a different colour of the same thing. They repackaged it as a different colour for some reason. Same with the Space Shuttle. You got your normal Space Shuttle and your James Bond Space Shuttle. But you got cartoon characters: Saint, Starsky and Hutch, Spaniard 82, Vans, Vegas. I can't remember that. I can remember the car more than the actual TV series, and that's the Little Professionals car that I had. And again, it's got a working bonnet. So really good, really, really good. I remember the Matchbox train set more than because this is the Wild West set, so you got your stagecoach and your train. But some more box standard cars. Again, the Matcha Rancho, smaller version. Your Ford Escort, Mini Metro, Capri. Excellent cars that used to do models. So there you go. Just a little bit about Corgi today. Get out there, get out on eBay and try and find some of these little Corgi, because they're quite cheap. You can find them pretty cheap. And I'm still waiting for my little Buck Rogers Starfighter that I won for 99p with some other cars. But that's another story for another day. So thank you for watching, and I will be coming out with more toy licenses, companies and stories about them. Dinky might be next, so please subscribe and look out for that. So, but until next time, may the toys be with you. Spy Games, the hottest toy of 1998, Furbies, were a sensation amongst children and adults alike. With their weird beaks and random chatter, Furbies seemed kind of little creepy robotic parrots. But even though they couldn't learn or repeat things that they heard, government officials felt that they need to ban them from the Pentagon, lest the little robotic weirdos spill state secrets.